welcome to everyone joining us online for this celebration. We are delighted to be celebrating the awarding of our 10,000 scholarship to a young Syrian woman living in the Kurdistan region of Iraq. On World Refugee Day, we are celebrating the immense achievements of some young refugees. We'll be hearing from some graduates across the Middle East about what they have been doing since they completed their scholarship. To help us in celebrating this momentous occasion, we're delighted to welcome some extremely special guests. In a few moments, we will welcome our distinguished guests to help us celebrate this milestone. Her Majesty Queen Maxima of the Netherlands and Her Highness Sheikha Moza bint Nasser of Qatar. So my name is Yannick Dupont, CEO of Spark, and I welcome you to this special online event which celebrates 10,000 scholarships awarded by Spark and our partners to Syrian refugees. Today, worldwide, around 80 million people have fled their homes. Being away, many are unable to complete their higher education or find a job, which prepares them for better taking care of the daunting task of rebuilding their country after conflict. But then again, only 3% of the refugees actually manages to enlist in higher education. And with this in mind, in 2013, Spark, together with the Netherlands Ministry of Foreign Affairs, started enrolling 50 Syrian refugees at the University of Gaziantep in Turkey. Since then, the program has actually grown tremendously across the Middle East. In 2016, in close cooperation with the European Union, the Madad Trust Fund for Syria, and our friends from Qatar, from Education Above All, and the QFFD, we were able to expand this effort rapidly to thousands of refugee students. Universities in Jordan, Lebanon, Turkey, and Iraq have opened their doors. And with additional support from the Islamic Development Bank, the Islamic Solidarity Fund for Development, the Al Nouri Society Kuwait, and the Air Fund for Social and Economic Development, thousands of more refugees were able to graduate in recent years. Additionally, we were able to offer support through our partner organizations with finding jobs or starting a business after graduation. But today we're celebrating that we are awarding the 10,000 scholarship to a Syrian refugee. And today we highlight their stories, their challenges, and their dreams, so that we are all reminded of the importance of supporting refugees and other vulnerable youth. So we have a video of the award that we will now show.
I'm Kubar Misho and I just turned 19. I'm studying media department at Noble Institute. The reason that I wanted to study media was because I wanted to be a journalist, and I already know 3 languages that will help me a lot in it. And as you know, I'm a Syrian refugee, so I will give Syria a voice. The scholarship helped me a lot actually because I'm not living here, in Erbil. I'm living in a small town out of it. So it helped me to get that institute here when I had a less chance to get one. So it helped me to follow my dream. Oh, 10,000 hours from now? I think I'll be graduating.
So it is now my honor and pleasure to welcome Her Majesty Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, who is also the UN Secretary General's Special Advocate for Inclusive Finance for Development. It's our great privilege to give you the floor to Your Majesty, who will say a few words and talk to our students, one recent awardee to celebrate the award, and one recent graduate. So Your Majesty, the floor is all yours.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dupont. And dear Kubar, you have already been through quite a lot in your life. The same goes for many Syrians of your age group. I really admire the courage with which you and so many other refugees have found to really carry on. You deserve the chance to develop your talents as students. This is vital because the knowledge, creativity, and entrepreneurship of young people are fundamental for a better future. For you personally, but certainly also for the community in which you live, now and in the future. That is why I am so pleased with the initiative Spark has taken to invest in scholarships for refugees. It is really wonderful that this program is being supported so widely. Thanks to all those who collaborated, it has been possible to award 10,000 scholarships. Kubar, many were before you, but you most certainly will not be the last. And today, you symbolize all these young people who have received a scholarship. You know, in all my work, I see that what development actually means to people. First of all, self-confidence, resilience and spirit, but also being able to set up networks, and not least, the possibility to help and inspire others. Education and entrepreneurship are essential for rebuilding every region affected by conflict and by establishing the possibility for growth in every country. Each scholarship awarded to a young refugee not only helps that particular person, but eventually a whole community of people and ultimately all of us. It is an investment in the future with a fantastic yield. Kubar, many congratulations on receiving your scholarship. And to Spark, congratulations on achieving this wonderful result, together with all the partnering organizations who we will hear from later today. I look forward to hearing more about your experiences, Kubar, and all of those of your fellow students. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Your Majesty. I think that's very beautiful words, very true words about the leadership that all the students will have already demonstrated and will be demonstrating after graduation. So I can imagine you have a few questions maybe for Kubar, who is the 10,000 recent awardee, and Nawar, who is in Beirut, Kubar, who is actually right now in Erbil, about their aspirations and their dreams.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe I want to know, how did you find out about the scholarship?
Well, I actually was a senior student at high school. Then my high school informed us that there is an organization called Spark, and they are giving Syrian student refugees scholarships. Then after I heard that, I actually applied. Then after 2 months, I was sitting with my mom. Then they called me, and I was really surprised, and I couldn't believe that I finally got my first scholarship.
No, wonderful. And tell me, what would have actually meant for you? Have you not had this scholarship? What were your other options?
Well, I always want to learn more. I always want to study more. And I actually, before getting this and after graduating from high school, I was teaching the Syrian kids, in the camp, and I was helping them with their studies, and I was even teaching them English. So, and I was doing a lot of, I was doing my hobbies because I got free time, and I really wanted to study, after, just to be in college or institute. So the Spark, they give me the chance to be in this institute.
But without this, you wouldn't have been able to actually follow your dreams.
Yeah, true, because the studying in Erbil is really expensive, especially it's limited for Syrian refugees students. So I'm so lucky to be in an institute and study and follow my dreams.
And Nawar, tell me, you are an alumni, like we call it. What did it mean for you to be able to have this scholarship?
Your Majesty, first of all, I just want to say that if education is a right for everyone. So having the scholarship to complete my education was more than I ever dreamed of. So when I just applied for the Spark scholarship, I was totally depressed especially that I wasted about 5 years trying to find a chance to complete my educations. So I still remember when I applied for a Spark scholarship, I said, absolutely, I'm not gonna have it. But I found myself that got the chance to become one of the Sparks beneficiaries and completed my education program and graduated in 2019. And now here I am. I'm alumni community now.
Yeah. And what is your role as alumni? Do you coach other students, and how do you do that?
By inspiring them. I'm always, became a volunteer with other organizations to help Syrian community in Lebanon, especially in Lebanon, because this country is suffering a lot. So, Syrians suffering more than anybody else in Lebanon. So I'm trying always to linking those organizations to each other with the Syrian community, especially with the Spark students, to gain more experience, gain more skills and programs. So in that way, they can have some trainings and life skills and soft skills and so on. So yeah, I'm trying to do my best here with the Spark, of course.
Like I said before, I think that giving an example is always so important, that other little girls look at you and say, look, if she's been able to achieve that, I can do it too. It gives everybody a perspective. So I think it's so important that you do that. But you also have a company, you're an entrepreneur.
Yes.
So how did that happen?
Oh, well, when I was at my senior year, I had full credit, so I couldn't have any job to survive. And because I'm a communication of arts student, I need to do my documentary senior year. So I have no fund at all to do my senior. So I was thinking about do something to gain more money. I had lots of stress, so that caused me to have some eczema on my skin. I called my father. I told him about the problem, and he sent me Aleppo soap, which is so famous on the world. And I was thinking about using them or selling them. So this is how our company Gharna Halabi started. I opened a page on Facebook. I noticed that people are spending more time on social media. So I just put the pictures on Facebook and people start calling me to have them. So this is how it started, and I survived.
Do you make an income for your own now?
Sorry?
Can you make an income for your own with your company? Yes.
Yes. We are about, going through the third year of the business, and Gharna Halib became bigger, and we scaled up to Europe, Gulf, and China. So yes, we're doing great. Of course,
that's what we want to hear.
Yeah, we learned all of that. Honestly, we didn't know that it's an entrepreneurship until we participated in Spark's economic empowerment programs. So we knew that we are entrepreneurs and we can make this business to grow up and scale up. So yes, we did it.
Well done for Spark, because entrepreneurship will be extremely important in the future for you. I mean, doesn't matter if you have a little company or even if you are hired in a firm, everybody expects you to be entrepreneurial. So it's very important that you learn how to be entrepreneurial in that way. And Kubar, what are your dreams? What do you want to become?
Well, I study media, so hopefully I'm gonna be a famous journalist, and I'm gonna help I'm gonna help the refugees, and I'm gonna help that my community and give the Syria voice.
Nice. Now, what would you tell Kubar?
To never lose hope. I lost hope before, and I found that losing hope is leading us to depress. So never lose hope, because there are always opportunities. There's always people want to help, just like Spark and all the Spark stuff. So never lose hope, and please attend all the programs that Spark giving you, because they are developing your skills, and those skills are too important for your future. If you want to go back to Syria, you will need those experience to rebuild Syria.
Mhm. Very good. And wherever you might end up, because life has its ways of actually moving us around. So it's so nice to speak to both of you, and I hope that you all make your dreams come true. And really, like Kubar, like Nawar just said, there's not one little chance of actually developing your talents, because and also do not forget there are a lot of women around the world thinking of you and really wishing you a lot of strength, because we know how much tougher it is for a woman.
Yeah. Your Majesty, thank you so much. I'm so grateful that I'm here today. And well, actually, I really want to help my country and build it again, and like go back to Syria and build it again. I mean, with knowledge and what I studied before, and especially with that. I mean, especially the girls that lost hope. Hope and was like losing their dreams when they Syria. So yeah.
Well, I'm sure you will do whatever you can from your place, and I hope that this scholarship will give you all the elements you need, and above all the network, because you will not be able to do it alone. You will have to do it in cooperation with so many, and I hope that also this gives you a chance to develop your network as well. Thank you so much, Nawar. Have a wonderful success with your company. I think I know a lot of people with XM, so I will look into it.
It's an honor again, Your Majesty. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Kubar, congratulations. And Mr. Dupont, congratulations for Spark. You're doing wonderful work.
Well, thank you, Your Majesty. And yeah, just in all humility, because I hear a lot of Spark, but I also want to call out now an organization, Jusur. Jusur was established by Syrian business people across the world before the war. I mean, they set up their business before the war in Dubai, in Washington, in London, in Paris. And they set up this amazing organization, Jusur, that is helping young Syrians to train them and coach them in entrepreneurship. And actually, most of our support to entrepreneurs like Nawar in the region is actually done by Jusur. And we are just facilitating. So our role is to facilitate. But I really want to stress that I think the real contents, the real success stories come from people like Kubar, like Nawar, who make it happen, who set up a multinational company in soap. I think that's so amazing. Who also break the stereotype that we sometimes have about refugees. You know, you have agency, you have dreams, you have ambition. And organizations like Jusur who did actually coach their own community. And so thank you also very much, Your Majesty, when you attended the conference in 2017, and you attended also the scaling of the program, in fact, with Qatar, with Her Highness Sheikh Moza from Doha. I think that support has been instrumental in getting the program to scale and getting all parties to rally behind these wonderful students. So if I can round up, we are now continuing the session with moving to Doha, actually, to Her Highness Sheikh Moza bin Nasser of Qatar, who was actually instrumental in mobilizing the Qatari support for the program and enabling thousands of these students to enroll. And she will speak to another few graduates who've set up their company meanwhile and are flourishing to talk about their success, their dreams, but also sometimes their challenges. But for now, thank you very much, Your Highness, for taking out time today and for your continued support. And thank you, Kubar and Nawar, for making your personal success, but also being that example to other, especially girls in that environment there, to show that you cannot just only study, but even become a businesswoman. This is so important. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Your Majesty, and thank you so much, Spark, to giving me a chance to study more.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you. May I now welcome Her Highness Sheikha Moza bin Nasser of Qatar.
يسرني الانضمام في الإعلان عن بلوغ برنامج المنح الدراسية للشباب النازحين 10,000 منحة دراسية منحت 10,000 أمل جديد ل10,000 فرصة جديدة نحو 10,000 حياة جديدة. هنئكم أنكم وفقتم في تحقيق أحلامكم بالرغم من قسوة الظروف والمصاعب التي كانت آثار الجائحة آخرها. وحي طموحكم الذي لا يهزم وقد بات مصدر إلهام لنا جميعا. ومعنا اليوم بعض من هؤلاء الخريجين: نور التي مكنها تفوقها الدراسي من الحصول على وظيفة في جامعتها، وجمان التي استثمرت معرفتها بالهندسة الغذائية في الترويج لحياة صحية. كذلك رامي الذي وظف مهارته المكتسبة من المنحة الدراسية في عمله التطوعي مع مؤسسات المجتمع المدني والمنظمات الإنسانية لمساعدة الأطفال اللاجئين في لبنان. هكذا أنتم برعتم في تمكين أنفسكم لتساهموا اقتصادياً في تمكين أسركم ومجتمعاتكم والبلدان التي تعيشون فيها. لكن هناك 9997 قصة أخرى من قصص نجاح نفخر بها. مثلما ساهم برنامج المنح الدراسية المبتكر في تزويد الخريجين بالتعليم والمهارات التشغيلية، نتمنى على الجامعات ومراكز التعلم الأخرى تقديم برامج مماثلة تضمن أيضاً التطوير المهني للخريجين للحصول على الأفضلية في سوق العمل التقليدي والافتراضي الذي أمس واقعاً. بالتالي نتوقع من الشركات التقنية تكثيف جهود منصات التوظيف في توفير التواصل للخريجين وسوق العمل. من طرفنا سنواصل نهجنا في ربط التعليم بسوق العمل من خلال مؤسسة التعليم فوق الجميع، مؤسسة صلتك التي تعنى بالتمكين الاقتصادي. لا أريد لهذا الحديث ختاما، بل هو بدء متجدد انطلق من 10,000 منحة دراسية شكلت نموذجا يحتذى نواصل السير على نهجه لنمنح أملا وفرصا وحياة جديدة ل10,000 من الشباب النازحين. أنا أول شيء مبروك وأهنيكم على التخرج، وأهنيكم على أن أنتم أول شيء حصلتوا على المنحة هذه، وبعدين كملتوا تعليمكم، والحين ما شاء الله عليكم حسب ما فهمت أن أنتم توصلون الدراسة في نفس الوقت العمل. فأبقي أسمع منكم تجاربكم، التحديات اللي واجهتوها في أثناء الدراسة وأثناء العمل، وإيش مرئياتكم للمستقبل. نبدأ بنور.
أوكي. أول شيء يعطيكم ألف عافية، وبدي أشكر سبارك، وبدي أشكر حضرة جلالتك سمو الملكة. أنا عن جد كتير ممتنة لأنه أخذت هاي الفرصة، وساعاتي عن جد ما بقدر أوصفها لحدا. طبعا أنا لولا الفرصة اللي قدمتوا لي إياها ما كنت قدرت إني أكمل تعليمي، ولا كنت قدرت إني أوصل لهون، كله بفضل ربناتكم وبفضلكم. أنا كتير فخورة باللي أنا وصلت له بسبب الدعم اللي وصلت له. طبعا شكر كتير كبير لمؤسسة التعليم فوق الجميع من خلال برنامج الفخورة وبرنامج سبارك اللي مولوني لحتى قدرت إني أكمل تعليمي اللي أنا أصلا كنت محرومة منه لمدة منيحة من الزمن، كتير نطف قلبي على ما قدرت أكمل، والحمد لله كملت. وحاليا عم بشتغل بكلية لومينوس كمحاسبة، وعم كمل دراستي، وبعد فصلين إن شاء الله بتخرج وبنال درجة البكالوريوس. وأول ما أتخرج وبنال درجة البكالوريوس هدفي إن شاء الله إنه أصير مدرسة محاضرة، وكمان حابة إنه كمل تعليمي، ممكن أخذ دراسات عليا مثل الماستر أو شهادات أخرى، كله لقدام نقدر نوصل له إن شاء الله. that's all.
إن شاء الله الله يوفقك إن شاء الله. بس نور، التجربة اللي مريتي فيها والتحديات اللي واجهتيها، والحمد لله ربي ساعدك وقدرك وقدرت تواصلين تعليمك ودراستك، في نفس الوقت كنت تشتغلين، اشتغلتي في الجامعة وما زلت تشتغلين، وطبعا لما تحصلين على الماستر بيكون طبعا فرصتك للوظيفة تكون أكبر وأفضل. التجارب اللي مريتي فيها هذه هل ممكن الآخرين اللي كانوا في وضعك وحالتك اللاجئين يستفيدون منها؟ هل أنت فكرتي إن في مثلا في مشروع معين أو حتى أثناء التوظيف في المستقبل إنه ممكن بعد تمدين يد المساعدة بطريقة أو بأخرى للاجئين السوريين؟
صراحة فكرت، وكتير عندي أعمال إنه لقدام ما خلي حدا حابب يكمل دراسته إنه يوقف أو ينقطع عن دراسته مثل ما كان صار معي أنا. فبحب كتير إنه ساعد الناس اللي حوالي، خصوصيا من ناحية التعليم إنه هو الأساس. ومن ناحية لاجئين سوريين يعني سابقاً قبل ما أكمل دراستي، فأنا صراحة يعني كنت مبلشة لإلي لحالي بمشروع خاص بي، فكنت درست شوية طلاب يعني على حسابي الخاص، وما كنت شلون بدي أحكي لك، يعني كنت عم حاول إني أبني نفسيتهم، حاول إني ساعدهم قدر المستطاع، سواء كانوا وهم موجودين عندي بالأردن أو حتى أقدر يعني إني ساعد الناس اللي أنا بعرفهم موجودين بسوريا عن طريق ناس مختصين وناس موثوقين، فكنت حاول كمان ساعدهم حتى لو كانوا بسوريا. فلسه لقدام إن شاء الله يعني كمان شغلات حلوة كتير حتصير
إن شاء الله. الله يوفقك إن شاء الله. جوان تفضلي يا حبيبتي.
أيوة، أنا طالبة جوان نجار سورية، جيت على تركيا عام 2013 بحثاً عن حياة آمنة وهرباً من الحرب، متزوجة، أم لطفلتين، وبنفس الوقت صاحبة مشروع ريادي. غادرت بلادي وبعدت عن أهلي وجيت لهون لأدور على شيء يساعدني للوصول لأحلامي، لأنني أكون امرأة فعالة في المجتمع العربي والعالم أجمع. ولكن شاءت الظروف أني أترك دراستي وأغلق جميع الطرق في وجهي. ولكن لما اللي أنا تركت دراستي في سوريا، وكان هون واجهت العديد والكثير من الصعوبات، وأهمها أنني ما قدرت أني أنا أكمل تعليمي بسبب أنني كان لازم أشتغل لأنني أدفع أقساط الجامعة. ولكن أنا تربيت على عدم اليأس والاستسلام، وحاولت التقدم لعدة منح، وبفضل الله تعالى تم قبولي في منحة سبارك الفاخورة تحت ظل Education Above All، ورافقتني في مسيرتي التعليمية والريادية من أول خطوة خطيتها حتى الآن، فأنا على وشك التخرج، وألف شكر لجلالتكم وسموكم.
العفو. أنت بديتي مشروع بالانس بايت، وحين
أيوة
غيرتي
أيوة.
متطلع أن يكون مشروع مشروع أكبر إن شاء الله المستقبل.
تسلمي.
إيش مشاريعك إن شاء الله في المستقبل بعد بالانس بايت؟
هلا بعد البالانس بايت أنا بدي إذا مشروعي الحمد لله تم الدعم من قبل سبارك الفخورة تحت ظل Education Above All، وأنا كنت أحد الفائزين بمسابقة للتمكين الاقتصادي Economic Empowerment Programs، وتم افتتاح مشروعي والحمد لله ولاقى نجاح كبير. ضليت عم بشتغل عليه 3 سنين، ولكن بسبب الظروف الراهنة والوباء الفيروس كوفيد-19 اللي انتشر في البلاد، اضطريت اني انا اتوقف عن العمل. ولما اللي عم الحظر ارجاء البلاد ما قدرت اني انا اطور مشروعي اكثر واكثر وافتتح مطعمي الخاص. ففي أثناء الحظر اكتشفت مواهب دفينة كانت موجودة عندي، وبلشت أشتغل بفن الديكور والأدوات الفنية بمادة الريزن، والحمد لله يعني صار لي فترة منيحة ولاقى رواج كبير، وصرت أشحن لغير دول الحمد لله. وبتمنى أنني أكبر مشروعي أكثر وأكثر، وأقدر أستخدمه وأستثمره في مساعدة النساء السوريات واللاجئين السوريين بأنهم ينموا مواهبهم ويكون لهم مصدر دخل.
إن شاء الله. الله يوفقك إن شاء الله. قول لي رامي عنك، أنت توجهت كثير للعمل التطوعي، هل تشوف أنه مستقبلك في العمل التطوعي ولا عندك يعني توجه آخر للمستقبل؟
هلا العمل التطوعي هو صقل مهاراتي وخلاني أكون إنسان مختلف كلياً عن قبل ما أخذ المنحة من الفاخورة وسبارك. فأنا أكيد راح أشتغل بالمجال الإنساني اللي هو معليون HCR، وحالياً أنا عم فكر وبعثت بريد إيميل لجمعية اللجنة العليا للمشاريع في دولة قطر والإرث لحتى أكون مشارك، لحتى أكسب خبرة من الحدث العالمي اللي عم بيصير في الشرق الأوسط اللي هو راح يكون في قطر كأس العالم. وبتمنى أنه بشكون من هاي اللجنة حتى أكسب خبرة وبنفس الوقت رد بعض الجميل اللي أنتم قدمتوا لنا إياه.
إذا توجهك دائما بيكون العمل الإنساني التطوعي الخيري.
صحيح، أنا بحب أشتغل بالمجال الإنساني بكل المجالات، حابب أكون بمعليون HCR لحتى أساعد اللاجئين وحتى أكون حدهم، لأنه أنا شخص كنت من هدول اللاجئين والحمد لله وصلت لحلمي إنه أنا كفيت التعليم بسبب دعمكم الفاخورة من خلال التعليم فوق الجميع وسبارك.
طيب أنتم من خلال تجربتكم، طبعاً هاي السؤال موجه للجميع، من خلال تجربتكم مع الفاخورة ومع التعليم فوق الجميع وسبارك بعد، هل في مثلاً يعني ملاحظات تحبون نحن ناخذها بعين الاعتبار بحيث إنه يعني نصلحها في المستقبل وتكون يعني التحديات تكون أقل للشباب إن شاء الله في المستقبل؟
بتمنى انه يكون في دعم لشركه الشراء. خلينا نشرك الشباب باخذ القرارات اللي هي مصيريه كهن لاجئين، مش انه هن موجودين في مخيمات. بيكون لهم قرار في تحديد مصيرهم. نحن اليوم صار لنا صوت بعد ما فتنا بالتعليم. نحن قبل انا كنت بلبنان من 2014 ما كنت بعرف شيء، ما كنت بعرف شو هي حقوقي. فبتمنى يوما ما يكون لنا قرار في المكان اللي نحن نكون فيه. هذا اللي أنا بتمناه
إن شاء الله. نور وجمال، عندكم تصور أو اقتراح لسبارك وإديوكيشن أبوف أول أو التعليم فوق الجميع لتحسين طريقة العمل بالنسبة حق الوظائف أو المنح الدراسية؟
عندي أنا سمو الملكة، أنا ما بعرف يعني، بس بقترح إنه الطلاب يلي مثلاً يكونوا من الناس الأوائل أو اللي عن جد بيكون عندهم نية مثلا لحتى يكملوا، ممكن مثلا يعني تشدوا بإيدهم، لأنه أكيد حيكون شيء بالأخير ينعكس على المجتمع كلياته. فيعني ممكن مثلا تكونوا
تقدير التميز.
يا ريت يعني، بس إنه هاي النقطة أنا حابة أحكيها.
إن شاء الله. شكرا، صراحة جميل. جمانة، في عندك تصور أو مقترح؟
أكيد حضرة جلالتك، أنا من تجربتي أنا كلاجئة سورية، نحن صرنا مقيدين في بلاد معينة مسمح لنا السفر لها. فما بيكون في عنا نحن شخص متفوق ومميز بمجال دراسته بمجال عمله، هو حابب يكبر هذا الأفق ويوسعه، ولكن الحدود هي عم تمنعه من إنه يوصل صوته للعالم كله، إن كان امرأة أو رجل. فممكن يكون للإديوكيشن above all سبارك الفاخورة تعطيه فرصة وتمنحه إمكانية السفر وإنه يوصل صوته للعالم كله.
إن شاء الله. الموضوع يعني تدين الموضوع هذا يعني مرتبط بسياسات خارجية خارج عن إرادة الفخورة أو سبارك أو تعليم فوق الجميع، لكن إن شاء الله حنحاول بقدر الاستطاعة. إن شاء الله. الله يوفقكم، وأنا سعيدة بكم وفخورة بكم جدا، وإن شاء الله نشوفكم في المستقبل. للأسف يعني كنت أتمنى أن ألتقي بكم يعني شخصيا، بس بسبب جائحة كورونا والأوضاع يعني اللي نمر فيها اليوم يعني حالة دون ذلك، لكن أتمنى في المستقبل يكون لقاء معكم يعني عن قريب، سواء هنا أو في أي مكان أنتم يعني تتواجدون فيه. وكل عام وأنتم بخير، ونشوفكم إن شاء الله يعني من نجاح لنجاح.
Thank you very much, Your Highness. It was really our pleasure and honor that you could be here today, speak to the students, and on behalf of Spark, I once again want to thank you for your dedicated support of the team of Al Fakhura and Education Above All to our joint effort that has enabled 10,000 refugees. Kubar, there are some very special people who would like to congratulate you on being the 10,000 Scholarship Awardee. Please welcome His Excellency Dr. Bandar Hajar, President and Chairman of the Islamic Development Bank.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My greetings to Her Majesty Queen Maxima of Netherlands and everyone. The Islamic Development Bank Group is honored to be part of this milestone achievement of improving access to higher education and vocational training for 10,000 students. It is very inspiring for us to see our partnership with the Netherlands government through Spark bearing fruit. I congratulate all the 10,000 young Syrian refugees on accessing higher education via this program. By serving 57 member countries, the ISDB Group focuses on building capacity, empowering people, and supporting its member countries to achieve their goals of sustainable and comprehensive development. We are committed to supporting Syrian refugees and their host communities. I look forward to continuing our cooperation with the Netherlands government to secure a better future for those living in fragility. Bandar Hajjar, Chairman of the Islamic Development Bank Group. Please welcome His Excellency Mr. Khalifa Al-Kuwari, Director General of the Qatar Fund for Development.
Hello, and greetings from the Qatar Fund for Development. Throughout history, Established and productive individuals, communities, nations, and entire civilization have always been underpinned by their access to education. Education has proved to be truly at the core of sustainable development. It is the most effective way to accelerate poverty eradication, employment creation, healthy lifestyle, and economic growth. As we convene today to celebrate Spark 10,000 scholarships, we seize this opportunity to celebrate all the young men and women here today. You are considered your nation's greatest assets and have endless potential to lead the human, social, and economic development within your families, communities, and nations. Thank you and best of luck.
Please welcome His Excellency Mr. Badr Al-Saad, Director General and Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Arab Fund for Economic and Social Development.
Your Majesty, Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, donors, partners, and students, we are pleased at the Arab Fund for Economic and Social Development to contribute to the international efforts to meet the urgent needs of Syrians and other refugees. I would like to begin by commending Spark achievement to educate and train 10,000 refugees and to congratulate the 10,000th awardee and wish her success. Since 2013, we have contributed 10 grants totaling $21 million to help the Syrian refugees, focusing on education, health, shelters, and training. I want to assure you that we at the Arab Fund, our main goal is to help through loans, grants, and donations in the creation of social and economic security for people to remain and prosper in their homelands. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Please welcome His Excellency Mr. Jamal Al-Nouri, Chairman of the Al-Nouri Charity Society.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My name is Jamal Al-Nouri. I am the Chairman of the Board of Directors in Sheikh Abdullah Al-Nouri Charity in Kuwait. I'd like to extend my greetings to Her Majesty Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, and I would like to thank her for her effort and support in her capacity as the UN General Secretary Special Advisor on Inclusive Finance for Development, and thank her for her effort in meetings, events, and conferences. I would like also to thank Her Majesty and for Her Highness Sheikh Hamouza bint Nasser on their initiative to start this program of providing scholarships for the Syrian refugees, where we reach a milestone of 10,000 scholarships. I would like also to congratulate Kubar Mishu on the scholarship she's got, and I hope that she can benefit herself on this scholarship and her family and her community. We have been partners with Spark since 2019 on the project of improving access to education for Syrian refugees and IDPs, providing vocational education for employment. We in Sheikh Abdullah Al-Nouri Charity believe in the importance of education, both vocational and academic, training and economic empowerment to lift people and communities from poverty to prosperity. We're always looking for partners that share our beliefs and values. Together we can be more effective and we can reach more people. We are looking forward to continue our relationship with Spark and in the future. And thank you very much.
Please welcome Mrs. Kitty van der Heijden, Director General for International Cooperation of the Dutch Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Your Royal Highness, colleagues from Spark, dear participants, my name is Kitty van der Heijden. I'm the Director General for International Cooperation of the Netherlands Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We are a proud sponsor of the Spark program because without a doubt, countries in the MENA region are facing enormous social and economic pressures due to the large influx of refugees and IDPs since the start of the Syrian crisis. It has pushed refugees, but also vulnerable members of the host communities, into poverty with very limited prospects for better futures. Unemployment rates are very high amongst both groups, and job prospects for youngsters are extremely dire. It is practical, job-focused education that is important to build the prospects of young people, for them to build a new future for themselves, and for the region to create stability. That is why we contribute to this program, because by providing these scholarships, we together can build new prospects. I would like to congratulate all the students for their achievements, and of course particularly Ms. Kubar Msho as the winner of the 10,000 scholarship, and hope that we can continue to work together, building prospects for better lives for all of mankind.
Please welcome Mrs. Claudia Miller, Trust Fund Manager of the Madad Fund of the European Union.
Your Majesty Massima, Your Highness Sheikh Mosa, dear students, dear all. My name is Claudia Miller, and I am the manager of the EU Regional Trust Fund in response to the Syrian crisis, maybe better known as the Madad. It is a great honor for me to be here today on this very important event and to greet you on behalf of the European Union. Today, we are seeing the award of the 10,000 scholarship by Spark to young people coming from fragile countries. We, as the European Union, have been working together with Spark and its partners and contributing 13 million euros to this important initiative. It is key that we ensure equal access to higher education and in particular support those for whom it is very difficult. It is also remarkable that today, on International Women's Day, this award goes to a young woman from Erbil, Mrs. Kubar Msho. Dear Kubar, I wish to you a bright future, all the best, and that your dreams may become true. Thank you.
Thank you to all our distinguished guests and partners who have joined us today. Thank you to all of those who have joined in our celebration. We look forward to awarding more scholarships in the future and supporting the 10,000 young graduates into internships and job opportunities, and helping entrepreneurial youth to start their own company.